You've seen the shift, haven't you? They take a few shots here and there, and suddenly, out of nowhere, the person you knew is gone. That narcissist, that toxic person has disappeared right before your eyes. Either they become the most charming person in the world to everyone except you, most times, right? They can be charming to you as well. Or they turn into a nightmare. They turn into a monster that looks like everything that you just been afraid of. They look like they want to destroy everything you love, everything you care for, including you, your kids, everybody around, right? As a diagnosed narcissist, I'm going to talk to you about the drunk narcissist, right? About how alcohol doesn't change who we are. It really doesn't. It just takes the leash off of the person that we've been hiding. Alcohol just removes the filter. Let's talk about the two faces of a drunken narcissist. And I already know what you're going to say. I already know what you're going to say. Well, Lee, all narcissists are two-faced without alcohol or not. And you be right, right? You be right. Look, I ain't going to hate on you. You got a point there. You have a valid point right there. I ain't gonna hate on you. Well, y'all, welcome to the Narcissist Code, man. Look, before we even get started, I gotta let y'all know. I appreciate y'all so much. I took a couple of shots and I'm charming right now. I'm in a loving mood. I appreciate you so much. Love y'all. I'm grateful for you. And I'm thankful for you. No, that's serious. That's me being serious. I'm grateful for all of us, every single one of y'all. Seriously. So let's hop into it there, y'all. The first face of a narcissist. We're going to talk about the friendly face, the friendly drunk narcissist, the friendly drunk narcissist toxic person that is hunting for supply, right? It gets to the point, right, where some of y'all might want your narcissist to take a couple of shots because they get nice when they get drunk, don't you? Some of them, right? So this sometimes can be a tactic. Like some of us literally do get happy and generous and loving and compassionate and kind and get turned on very easily when we get drunk, right? We buy rounds for the whole bar, for everybody at the party. Everybody, shots on me, drinks on me. We might regret that later on when we sober up because we don't like spending money. But everybody get a shot on me. Like, you might love to be around your narcissistic partner when it happens, right? Because they start telling stories, like they start remembering the good times, loving up on you sometimes, right? They start loving up on you, nuzzling up on you, like, I love you. Rubbing noses with you. I love you. Right. But why do they do this, right? Well, why did this happen? Because it's a very, very easy way to get narcissistic supply, right? It really is. Because if we take a couple of shots, we're not drunk, right? We take a couple of shots, the inhibitions have been lowered enough to the point where we feel like we can be a little bit more vulnerable. So the kindness does come out sometimes. The compassion does come out. It seems like we have a higher capacity for empathy and we communicate better in these instances, right? So, of course, we're getting narcissistic supply. That's why you get some narcissists who drink, not to excess, but they just drink in order to get to this point right here so they can feel good, so they can feel free, so they feel like they have the ability to do what they want to do. Like, and if we get to the point where everybody loves being around us when we take a couple of shots, we're the life of the party, right? We're the life. Everybody loves. Like, I love when Lee take a couple of shots. He own it. We love you, Lee. You know, that's what happens right there. We love you, Lee. Have it. I'm the fun guy. You know what I mean? Well, I haven't drank anything in 20. Damn, it's crazy. My wife has been sober for 2 years. I haven't drank anything since before Christmas. No, about 2 months for me. Right. Am I gonna be sober for time? No. I'm gonna be drinking. I'm just drinking less, right? I don't necessarily need it. But once we become the fun guy, you gotta notice, you start noticing stuff, right? You start noticing things, don't you? You start thinking. Notice how that fun usually stops the second you get into the car, when you get home, right? Unless it's just you and them. When y'all are around, if you're in a group, the fun goes away. You know, when the alcohol starts wearing off, the fun starts wearing off, doesn't it? They're not the same person anymore. Now, when the alcohol starts wearing off, the fun starts wearing off. The niceness starts wearing off. And you look, you on the other end of it, you like, damn, they sobering up. Here come the meanness. Here comes the nastiness. You know what I mean? That's crazy, isn't it? Like, this version of the drunk narcissist typically uses alcohol, like I said earlier, to lower your guard as well. So they can love bomb you or reel in somebody new. We can feel like we can become somebody else in that moment, or unleash like the little piece of us that might be real sometimes. Unleash that to help get new supply, or to help love bomb you, to help us get closer to you. Like, it's not, look, I know when I say that right there, people just take offense to it, right? Lee, so you're saying that they only get drunk, they can only be around us and love us when they're drunk? No, that's not what I'm saying. I know that's how it sounded, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that a lot of narcissists do this so they can be in the mood to deal with you, because a lot of narcissists don't like intimacy unless it's just physical, or unless it's sex, right? They don't like the hugging and the kissing and stuff like that. You do. So that's how they get closer to you, don't you? You see what I'm saying? Some of them do. Like, that's how it goes right there. So if you don't, there's two sides of right. If you don't get the nice narcissist, you get the mean one, right? And sometimes the mean narcissist, like you get the narcissist that's damn near a functional alcoholic, that is never nice. They always mean, right? They're always mean no matter how much they drink. But some of them will be nice until they get to until they cross that threshold, right? The mean narcissist, regardless of how they get there, does exist. The mean, nasty, evil narcissist. These are the most dangerous. I feel like this kind of goes without saying. These are the most dangerous narcissists to deal with. You know, other than ones that are high on some type of drug, these are the most dangerous ones. Like, this narcissist truly has suppressed a lot of rage, and it's going to come out. It's going to come out. When they drink, when they go past that threshold, like, anything keeping them in check goes out of the way. It's kind of like having a security guard having a security guard at the gate. The security guard takes the day off, right? The security guard of the ego, the security guard of self-preservation takes the night off. They go get in the car and drive off, because now there's no holds barred. You know, they finally feel like the same inhibitions, or the same walls that come down to allow them to be vulnerable in a different way. Because this anger is another form of vulnerability to that narcissist, right? They finally feel allowed to say all the cruel, mean, evil stuff that they've been wanting to say to you, right? All the evil stuff that they've been on their mind, things that you have shared with them in confidence, like your past trauma, bad things that have happened to you in the past. They are launching that shit at you right now. They are using it as a weapon. They're using it as a battering ram or a club to damn near beat you over the head with it right now. They're just assaulting you with this type of craziness, this insanity that's coming out of their mouths, and there's damn near nothing you can do with it. Nothing you can do about it, right? There's nothing you can do about it, because they're just ramming this shit down your throat. They're just being evil to you. And you know what happens when they sober up? They have an excuse, don't they? They use alcohol as a damn shield. As a shield. They really do. They can say things like, oh, I was just drunk. I didn't mean any of it. Like, you're taking me way too seriously when you were drunk. Like, when I was drunk. Like, when you say mean things when you're drunk, I don't take it seriously. I don't even hold it against you. Lie. They do. Right? It really is the ultimate way to abuse you and not having to own it. Right? They try not to have to own it. I was drunk. I don't remember saying that. But they did say it, right? They said some evil, cruel ass stuff to you. They threw your past trauma in your face like it didn't matter. Like to intentionally try to hurt you and bring pain to you. That's what they did. They intentionally tried to hurt you and bring pain to you. They intentionally tried to bring you down, try to take you down a notch. That's what they did. They did it on purpose too. Yeah, and what ends up happening is they wake up and they use the drunk excuse, and then they try to pretend like they didn't remember. They try to gaslight you and just say, I don't remember saying any of that, right? Go back and watch my very recent video about selective amnesia, right? Where they just like, I didn't say that. I didn't do that, right? Conveniently, y'all, narcissists only black out and forget the parts where they were mean. They remember the niceness, right? They were forget now. Does blackout drunk exist? Yes, it does happen, right? But a lot of times narcissists are pretending because they don't want to be held accountable for what they said. They just want you to get over it. They don't want to talk about it or deal with it because they're ashamed of what they've said. So they only remember the fun parts. I remember saying this and dancing on you. I don't remember none of that crazy stuff. You probably misremember it. But somehow they forget the bad stuff that they said to you. Selective amnesia. Really. This forces you into the caretaker role. Now you want to take care of them after they've been evil to you, after they've said something or done something, after they cheated on you. or kissed your cousin, smacked your mom or dad on the butt, right? You get into this space, you fall into the caretaker role where you're trying to explain to us why we were wrong or what we did wrong. And we already know we did. We just pretending like we don't know. We can just shrug and say, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Or I was drunk, man. That's what they do. They use drunkenness as an excuse for their behaviors. And if it's allowed to work, if it works once, they'll do it again and again and again. So the thing I want y'all to take away from this right here is like, if they are a monster when they drink, they are a monster when they are sober too. It is hiding behind something. It's hiding behind that little wall I was talking about earlier. It's hiding behind that wall. They're still a monster. They're just waiting to come out. The alcohol brings it out, gives them an excuse, right? It gives them an excuse to do this horrible, evil ass stuff. Well, Lee, if they're a monster when they're drunk, like what if they're nice? Is that who they really are? Not in particular, right? Could niceness be a part of their personality that they're afraid to let out? Yeah, it could be. But the meanness and stuff like that doesn't make up for it. I can be a nice friend. I'm one of the nice, friendly drunks. But when I get past that point of thing, I'm going crazy. That's why I don't drink to excess anymore, because I have said and done some things that I absolutely regret. And I just can't drink to excess anymore because I don't want to have that happen again. I don't want to have that excuse. I want to be present. And I don't want things to take over my life, or just like in situations like that. I don't want things to ruin my life or rule my life or anything like that, man. That's truly what I don't want. So you have to protect yourself, protect your peace, y'all. If you've dealt with a drunk narcissist, type drunk narcissist or drunk truth in the comment section, right? Don't type drunk. Don't type drunk. Just drop a beer or something. Drop a beer emoji in the comment section. Let me know that you've dealt with it and whatnot, y'all. I might do a video about drug addiction and narcissistic abuse here pretty soon. I'm just got to think of the script and work on some intros and stuff for it. Anyways, y'all, mentalhealness.net for all things Lee Hammock, my courses, my coaching, my kids book, everything is at mentalhealness.net. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And as always, y'all, mental healness is out. Peace.